Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, a team spine, so...
There's the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Might be... And Del Piero! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Melbourne City with the corner, they're first. Adams is there, and he can get that clear. Rijkaard. Can he finish? That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Villa. Look at the space here. Oh, takes a shot! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Saliba calmly anticipates. Oh, good spread. Looking for options for movement. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
No way through. And it's Del Piero. Griezmann. Real chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Olise. Well read, nice interception. It's gone for a throw-in. David Villa. Can he get on the end of this? Del Piero looking to get on the end of this. Nakamura. Melbourne City heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Nice looking ball. Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Koller. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rijkaard.
2 added
And
minutes
it's
has
White.
been indicated.
And that's aimed into them. It's a mighty effort! And he can clear it away. Griezmann. And there's the end of the first half. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Melbourne City really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be
Just a quick
demanding
reminder
the same
today,
level of
please
intensity
refrain
from his
from
team.
talking outside
So I'd
this
expect to see
stadium.
the same
Thank you
positive
very much for your
intent after
cooperation.
the break, the same purpose again.
Melbourne City are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
David Villa. Coming
And we're
on
off
to
again.
replace him is number 17, Mbappe.
Nedved
Substitution in
conjures
progress.
time and space where few can. Though he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Melbourne City come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Del Piero. Mbappe receives it in a good position. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. So, third corner of the game. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 4 coming up here. Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. Played into space. What a delightful ball. Oh, what has happened here? And that's the keeper's ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Nedved. No, again there's no way through. Melbourne City perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Nedved. Robertson. Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Del Piero. Oh, he's bustling through here. Griezmann. And the finish!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Nicely weighted ball. Van der Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nedved gets into a good position. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Melbourne City can consider themselves just about safe now. Nedved! Beautiful from Nedved! About as smooth as it gets. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with...
And he shoots! And somehow he kept it out.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Well, height could
Del
make
Piero.
all the difference on
Coming
these
on
set
the
pieces.
field is number 6, Pep Guardiola.
Melbourne City are looking to go forward now. Not the best distribution from the keeper.
There will be 3
Board
minutes
shows there will be
added
3 extra minutes. And he welcomes it in. Oh, cracking ball. And the shot! Now that looks a decent ball. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Melbourne City really have hit the heights, A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
And now I'd just like to read out our
So,
fan
Jim, how
club
do you
members
reflect
who are
on what
celebrating
we've
their
seen?
birthdays
I think
today.
we just saw a team winning by playing.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two
Hello,
sides get
everybody,
ready to
and
lock
welcome
horns.
to today's
This is
match.
football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and the playmaker combined.
Del Piero shoots! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. That has ended up in no man's land. Quarter of an hour played. Spread out to the left. Climbs up big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Robertson. Kudus! He will be livid with himself. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here? Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. 30 minutes gone. Oh, sweet feet. It's Hazard! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Tar certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Del Piero. Now it's Villa. That's a little off target. Griezmann. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Melbourne City clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly...
Real chance! Carvajal clears. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. It's played through for him. And this is Bale, and he's onside. Bale! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Villa. That looks a cracking ball. Chance, surely! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And the whistle goes for half-time. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Melbourne City really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Melbourne City are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. Great chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. The second half sparked straight into life. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy.
He's had a shot! Now, who's going... Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's another chance. It's fallen loose again. He has done it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tar with a definite foul there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to...
Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Guardiola gets... That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card. Nice looking ball. Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nedved. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Chance here to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Now he's got space here. Van der Ven cuts it out. Robertson looking to play him in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Griezmann. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
4 added minutes has been
Courtois
indicated.
claims comfortable. There will be 4 extra minutes. Hazard. Turan. That's that, the end. Melbourne City can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Conte. Melbourne City finding their passes. Can he get on the end of this? Baresi making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond.
Griezmann! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And this is Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary, and it's Del Piero. And he's there to belt it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Neither side yet able to find the net. Melbourne City have a free kick. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, super ball!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Del Piero. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's managed to get rid. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Nedved. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action.
We would like
It
to
is
inform you
0-0
that
here at
CCTV
half-time.
is now in operation for your safety. Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back on the way.
Melbourne City clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Griezmann. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, shooting chance! What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Melbourne City are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Nicely weighted ball. There's the shot! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Melbourne City are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Melbourne City are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, number 22, Batistuta. Number 87, John Neves.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Coming on the
Mbappe.
field, number 18,
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, cracking ball. And this is Nedved, brilliantly cut out.
Number 14.
Cleared without complication.
Substitution in progress.
And it's Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's cut it out. Zaire Emery. And this is Torres. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's well spotted. Melbourne City perhaps contemplating their next change here. Shoots! And it's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Rijkaard. Nicked it back promptly. Played back in. Del Piero. Now it's Owen. Del Piero!
Melbourne City clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Griezmann.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Great vision. Griezmann could try cutting inside here. There's the header! And he hits the net! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That's that, the end. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this.
എയ്റ്റാക്ക് ബ്രോ എയ്റ്റാക്ക് ഇടാ ഓക്കെ കോപ്പ് എവിടെയായിരുന്നു തരുന്നോ ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി അല്ലേ ഐ ഡി വെയിറ്റ് ആക്കണം ഇതാണ് ബ്രോ റൂം ഐ ഡി ഞാൻ റൂം ഇട്ടെ വാ. ഓക്കേ. നമ്മൾ രണ്ടുപേരല്ലേ ഉള്ളു. പക്ഷേ ബ്രോ വേറെ ആരും ഇല്ലല്ലോ. എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? വേറെ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ? നമ്മളെ എവിടെ കളിക്കണ? കറക്കം തന്നെ കറക്കം. ജോനതൻ താ. സ്പീഡ് കൂട്ടിക്കൊടുത്താൽ സെറ്റായന.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about a perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Now it's Schneider. Del Piero. Takes the shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Looking for options for movement. Fired deep to big header! They've scored! First blood drawn! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Del Piero.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nedved picks it up out wide. And he's in on goal! Caught offside that time. Kupchu is always looking to break lines. So what can they make of this? Serginho. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And Del Piero! Oh, he did the hard part right, but not the finish.
Del Piero really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And it's Conte.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, that looks a decent ball. Del Piero! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Has a look and plays it forward. Alonso. Searching pass he's played there. Lovely, now then. Shapes to shoot! It's there! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Sporting will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
അനുരാഗിണി കരളിൽ പൂക്കൾ.
Substitution for Sporting, number 11, Nedved. Coming on the
Melbourne City
field
get the
is
second half started.
number 6, Griezmann.
Sporting have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it.
He's had a shot!
അയ്യോ
Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Schneider. Del Piero under intense pressure.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
ആളെ
Good
ഗോളി
ball, good
കളിക്കുന്ന
take. Bayer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And Del Piero! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a smartly directed ball. Now it's Nedved. Nedved. Del Piero! In he goes again. It's in! Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
75 minutes played. There's a sharp little ball here. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Schneider. We expected better, and so did he. Robertson. Griezmann does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Defence opting here for strength in numbers. Baresi. Griezmann. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. It's a mighty effort! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's there! And they are cruising away! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Can he finish? It's in! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
ഓ ചാടിയിട്
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
കൈ പിടിക്കണം
Thuram looking to penetrate opposition lines. Griezmann gets into some space. Let's make sure that's not getting through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Sporting perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of speed. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide
And
the
a quick
overall
reminder
disappointment.
today, everybody, to make sure to put any
Your final
litter in
thoughts,
the
Jim?
bins
Well,
provided.
Peter, I
Thank you
really
for your
couldn't see what
cooperation.
this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. it all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
ശടാ കറക്കം. കറക്കമാണല്ലോ. സോറി ഒന്നും വേറണ്ട ബ്രോ, വോട്ടിൻ്റെ കൂടെ അല്ലേ നമ്മൾ കളിച്ചത്, അതിനെന്തിപ്പോൾ ഇതൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ തന്നെ ലൈഫാകുമ്പം ഉയർച്ചയും താഴ്ചയെ കാണും. നമ്മളിതൊക്കെ മൈൻഡാക്കണ്ട, ഒറ്റ മൈൻഡ്. ബ്രോൻ്റെ ഐ ഡി ഞാൻ റിക്വസ്റ്റ് ഇട്ടേക്കാം, ഫ്രണ്ട് റിക്വസ്റ്റ് ഇട്ടേക്കാം. കുറേ പേരുണ്ടല്ലോ. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എവിടെ പോയി തപ്പാം? ഇവിടെ ചെറിയ ഇതല്ലേ അല്ല നേരത്തെ കളിച്ചപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ വേറെ അക്കൗണ്ടും ഇല്ല ബ്രോ, ഇത് തന്നെ നോക്കിയ അക്കൗണ്ട്. ഞാൻ F2B പ്ലെയറാ, പൈസയൊന്നും അത്ര ഇറക്കൂല. ഞാൻ അപ്പാടെ ഏതാ സുനിൽ ഛേത്രിനെ കണ്ട വാങ്ങിയിട്ടേ ഉള്ളൂ. ആ സുനിൽ ഛേത്രി എവിടെ കണ്ട, ഈ സുനിൽ ഛേത്രി 30 രൂപ എടുത്ത് വാങ്ങിയിട്ടേ ഉള്ളൂ. പിന്നെ ഏതാണ്ട് ഈ ഗാഡിയോളയുടെ ആ പാക്ക് ഇത്രയും ഞാൻ വാങ്ങിയിട്ടുള്ളു. ഇതും 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 പിന്നാണ്ട് ഈ പീറ്റർ ചെക്കും പോയാ. ഈ പീറ്റർ ചെക്കൊക്കെ എനിക്ക് കറക്കി കിട്ടിയതാ. ഇല്ല ബ്രോ, ഒരു തവണ എക്സ്ചേഞ്ച് അടിക്കാൻ നോക്കി, എനിക്ക് പണി കിട്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള. ബ്രോനെ ട്രസ്റ്റ് ഇല്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ടല്ല, വയ്യ എനിക്കല്ല. ഈ അക്കൗണ്ട് കളിച്ച് ശീലമായി, ഇനി ഇതിന് മാറിയ ഒരു സുഖം കിട്ടൂല. വേണ്ട, കുറേ നാളായി ഞാൻ പിന്നെ ഇതിലിട്ട് കളിച്ച് മാറി വന്നപ്പം കുറച്ച് പാടായിരുന്നു. എൻ്റെ അക്കൗണ്ട് വേറെ ആയിരുന്നു, അപ്പോഴത്തേക്കും അത് സ്കാമായി പോയപ്പോഴാണ് ഞാൻ ഇതെടുത്തത്. അത് ഓൾഡ് അക്കൗണ്ടായിരുന്നു, 2020 തുടങ്ങിയിരുന്നു. ഇത് ഈ ഇടയ്ക്ക് തുടങ്ങിയ, ഈ ഇടയ്ക്കല്ല കുറച്ച് നാളായി. വേറെ അക്കൗണ്ടൊന്നും ഇല്ല ബ്രോ. ബ്രോവിൻ്റെ ഐഡിയ ഞാൻ റിക്വസ്റ്റ് ഇട്ടേക്കാം, അതല്ലേ എളുപ്പം. ഞാൻ ഗെയിമിലുണ്ടല്ലോ. ബ്രോ ഐ ഡി പറ. അതാണോ? അതാണ് ഐ ഡി? ഓ, ഇത് ഐ ഡി ആയിരുന്നല്ലേ. ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചു ബ്രോ എന്തോ വെറുതെ ഇട്ടിരിക്കുമെന്ന്. സോറി, ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചു വേറെന്തോ സംഭവമായിരിക്കുമെന്ന്. ഓക്കെ, ഡിഫൻസൊക്കെ സെറ്റാണ് ബ്രോ. വേണ്ട ഈ ജോനതൻ തായ്ക്ക് കുറച്ച് സ്പീഡ് കൂട്ടിക്കോട്, സെറ്റാവും. ബാക്കി ഞാൻ നോക്കിയില്ല, ഞാൻ അവനെ മാത്രമേ കണ്ടുള്ളൂ. ഫോർലാനൊക്കെ നൈസാണ്. ഈ ഫോർലാൻ എനിക്ക് എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല, അതിന് വരെ ഞാൻ എടുത്തത് കന്നവാരാന. എൻ്റെ ലൈഫിൽ ചെയ്ത ഏറ്റവും മണ്ടത്തരം ഫോർലാൻ എടുക്കണ, കന്നവാരാൻ എടുക്കാൻ പോയ. പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല, ബാക്കിയെല്ലാം ഉണ്ട് നൈസ്. ഞാൻ ഡിവിഷൻ കളിക്കാൻ പോട്ടെ. ഡിവിഷൻ ഇപ്പാണ് ഡിവിഷൻ 1 നോക്കട്ടെ, അക്കൗണ്ട് നോക്കട്ടെ, ഞാൻ മറന്നുപോയത്. അയ്യോ എവിടെ പോണം? അവിടെ തന്നെയല്ലോ. അയ്യോ ഞാൻ പേര് മറന്നുപോയി. ഞാൻ റിക്വസ്റ്റ് ബ്രോ പൊസിഷൻ ഗെയിമാണല്ലേ കളിക്കുന്നത്. പൊസിഷൻ ഗെയിം എനിക്ക് കറക്റ്റ് അറിഞ്ഞുകൂടാ. എന്നാലും ഞാൻ ഇട്ടേക്കണ ഫോർമേഷൻ 4-2-2-2-2 4-3-2 ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, അതിട്ടാൽ മതി ബ്രോ. അപ്പോൾ 3 CFനെ ഇടണ്ട, വേറെ ആരെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ സബിലെടുത്തിട്ടിട്ട് ഫോർലാനെയും പിന്നെ മറ്റേ ഇപ്പം ഇടയ്ക്കിട്ടില്ല ഒരു CF ആഫ്രിക്കൻ, അങ്ങനെ 2-3 നേരം മാത്രം ഇട്ടിട്ട് ബാക്കി ഡിഫെൻസീവ് പ്ലേയേഴ്സ് AMFനെ കൂടെ ഇട്ടിട്ട് കറക്റ്റ് ലെവൽ ചെയ്ത് കളിച്ചാൽ മതി ബ്രോ. അവിടെ റൗളിനെയും പിന്നെ സ്നൈഡറിനെയും കൂടെ എടുത്ത് AMF ആക്കിയിട്ട് റൈക്കാനെയും സാബിനെയും കൂടെ എടുത്ത് ഇട്ടേക്കണ കണക്ക് തന്നെ സെയിം ഇട്ടാൽ മതി. ബാക്ക് ലൈനും DM സെറ്റാണ്. 2 AM സ്നൈഡറും പിന്നെ മറ്റേ റൗളല്ലേ മറ്റേത്, മറ്റേ സ്പിൻ ചെയ്തിട്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മറ്റേ ക്രോസ് സ്കിൻ ഇട്ടാൽ മതി. എന്നിട്ട് 2 CF, 1 മറ്റേ ബാറ്റിസൂട്ടയും 1 ഫോർലാനും ഇട്ടാൽ മതി. അപ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് സെറ്റാവും. ഫോർമേഷൻ ഞാൻ കാണിച്ചില്ല, അതുകൊണ്ട് എൻ്റെ ഫോർമേഷൻ കുറച്ച് പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്താൽ മതി, സെറ്റാവും. പിന്നെ മറ്റേ ലോങ് ബാൾ കൗണ്ടർ ഇട്ട് കളിച്ച് പഠിച്ചാൽ ഡിഫൻസ് കുറച്ചുകൂടെ കറക്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഇത് ഇങ്ങനെ ഇട്ടാൽ മതി. ഇങ്ങനെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ AMFന് കുറച്ചുകൂടെ ഇറക്കി താഴോട്ട് ഇട്ടാൽ മതി. ഓക്കെയാണ്. എൻ്റെ ഒരു അക്കൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ബ്രോ, പഴയ അക്കൗണ്ട്. വലിയ ഇതൊന്നും ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു, എന്നാലും അത്യാവശ്യം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അതും സ്കാമായി പോയി സെയിം. അത് നല്ല വിഷമമായി. അതിനുശേഷം പിന്നെ അക്കൗണ്ട് മാറ്റാൻ പേടിയാണ്. ഇതിപ്പം അക്കൗണ്ട് ഞാൻ വാങ്ങിച്ചതാണ്, പക്ഷെ അത് F2B പ്ലെയറിൻ്റെ ആയിരുന്നു. അന്ന് കിട്ടിയപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് ഇവനും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, തുറാമും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, നെഡ്വേഡും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഇതെനിക്ക് കറ കിട്ടിയതാണ്, ഇത് കറ കിട്ടിയതാണ്, ഇതും കറ കിട്ടിയതാണ്. ബാക്കിയൊക്കെ ഞാൻ ഇവനെയൊക്കെ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്തെടുത്തു. തന്നെ ഇത്രയൊക്കെ ഉള്ളൂ ബ്രോ എൻ്റെ അക്കൗണ്ട്. വേണ്ട വലിയ അക്കൗണ്ടൊന്നുമല്ല, ഇത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ. പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്താൽ മതി ബ്രോ. പ്ലേയേഴ്സിലൊന്നും അധികം വലിയ കാര്യമല്ല. ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് സണ്ണല്ലേ, ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് സണ്ണിനൊക്കെ വേണ്ടി ആ ടൈമിൽ കൊതിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഒന്നുമില്ലായിരുന്നു എൻ്റെ കയ്യിൽ, ശോകമായിരുന്നു. ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് എന്തിനാണെന്ന് അറിയണം ഞാൻ ഈ ഡെൽപ്യൂറോ വന്നതിന് ശേഷമാണ്. പക്ഷെ നൈസാണ് കേട്ടോ ഡെൽപ്യൂറോ, അത്യാവശ്യം സ്റ്റാറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. ഈ കളിച്ചതിൽ മുക്കാലുണ്ട്, ഈ സ്റ്റാറ്റ്സിൽ മുക്കാലും ഞാൻ ഓൺലൈൻ ഡിവിഷൻ കളിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. അത്യാവശ്യം നൈസ് കളിയാണ്. ഓക്കെ ബ്രോ, ഓക്കെ ബൈ, ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ്, നാളെ കാണാം. ഞാൻ 2 ഡിവിഷൻ കളിച്ച് ഞാനും പോവും. മലയാളി ഉണ്ടോ? മലയാളി, വേറെ മലയാളി? റേഞ്ച് ഇല്ലെന്നാ തോന്നുന്നേ.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Delivery from Danny Carvajal. Tries to get... Oh, what has happened here? That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Robertson. No, it's Nedved. Shot could be on. Shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise. Dead on. And he shoots! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Van Basten deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And that is expertly dealt with. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a searching pass. Lazio upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence.
And a chance! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And that has added a whole new... Nedved! Xavi. And this is Nakata. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. Punched away. He's going for goal! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Thuram. Griezmann. Now it's Nedved. Carvajal wins the duel this time. Now it's Del Piero. Xavi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Conte. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Nedved. Aims beyond the defence. Drives it. Big header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Nedved. Oh, that's superb. Now it's Nedved. Oh, what a climb! It's in! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Would the owner of a blue
Neither
car
side
parked
holding back
outside the
here.
stadium
It has
gate
been quite a
kindly
half,
remove
this.
it, as it
Well,
is
it's a
about to be
lead
towed
that's
away.
by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Number 18.
Melbourne City are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Del Piero, he's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nedved plays it short. And he's quick to get it clear again. Robertson. Deep cross. And he's taking no chances there. Van Basten. Oh, they can break here. Into the channel. He's... Tries to pass it through. Guardiola. Here's Nedved. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Van Basten. Now that looks a cracking ball. Complete. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Substitution for Lazio, number 12.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Lazio go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Coming on the field,
Rodri.
number 10.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi.
Adams
Number
getting this one
22,
clear.
Chouameni. Number
That
3,
is a little undercooked.
Adams. Substitution.
Rooney. Now it's Owen. Oh, super ball. Oh, well played.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Owen. Back into the middle. It's come backwards here.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. Chouameni. And it's Griezmann. Lazio looking to pass their way through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's run loose here. And that will be it. Melbourne City played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Hello,
get ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Griezmann. Del Piero. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's well spotted. He's having a shot! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Dembele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Knocks it out wide. Melbourne City are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Tries to pass it through. Del Piero! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And he's got... and he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Melbourne City with the corner, they're first. Drives it in, he gets big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, great header! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
He had a decision to make and he got it bang on. You can't beat a diving header.
Melbourne City are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Davids. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's good running with the ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Big chance!
Melbourne City couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Guardiola. And it's Griezmann. And it's made its way to him. And he's cut it out. Schneider. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Batistuta. And that's another good win of the ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Schneider. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the first 45 minutes are up. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
Please
at this
refrain
stage.
from parking outside this
Melbourne
stadium.
City ahead
Thank you very much for your
2-0, and
cooperation.
they are looking good. Here we go again. Schneider. Now it's Forlan. He's chosen to go back. Goes for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most accurate pass. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
In he goes again. He scores! And the second half is off to a flyer. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now there's a fine ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
And here's Dembele. Cafu. Cross goes in there. Big header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nedved going full tilt down the left. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Great vision.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Batistuta. And it's Nedved. That's a shade optimistic. Davids. Nedved. And Del Piero! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Ball is over the line. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cafu gets it away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation.
Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And we're done. Melbourne City can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Rijkaard claiming the man of the match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Strictly forbidden. Please use parking.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game was how the team set the right tone. Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good
ബൈ ഗൈസ്, നാളെ കാണാം. ഓക്കെ ബൈ, ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ്.